Hello everyone, my name is your Chicken Man, and today we dive deeper and deeper into Riverlands update. And today we look how ranching works in this another test world. It's been like 3 years since I made a tutorial and guide how ranching works in Old Fates, but it's been really not worth it to have your nobles spending time for ranching, in my opinion. But now it's actually a really viable option. We got new animals in the game, so let's take a look at those. In pasture zone you can see easily what we have. Now we have boars, cows, deer, guineas, rabbits, raccoons, sheep, squirrels and wolves. And you might wonder, well, how those looks. No worries, I will show you. Here they are, all of them. Squirrel is super cute. Raccoon, I like how sheep has like actual like wool texture. It looks super cool. Our guineas, rabbits, good old wolf, buck, cow, and boar. Here is our whole shenanigans. And they move! Can you imagine when you unpause your game they actually move? But yeah, how your ranching works overall. Let's take a quick look how it works. So you need your pasture zone if you want to hoard your animals in one particular location. This is that spot. You can choose your different types, what animals you want in this pen. I highly recommend don't get wolves in same pen with others, because wolves, at least far as I know, they eat meat and they will attack on others if they are hungry. Rather than other animals, they just starve to death. Wolves gets angry and aggressive and they will attack. So pay attention on that. And then of course, oh, they're yodeling, having great fun times. And then of course at job menu you must have someone as rancher. Very important thing, you can't have rancher if nobody doesn't have a job. Then you want to choose your animal, what you want tame. On this animal menu you can see very easily all animals what is currently on your view. If you go this way, I think it's updating some point. This is not all animals what we have in the world. I think it's just what we see. I'm not actually quite sure. Sometimes it feels it's updating itself when you're moving, especially when there's a lot of other travelers and they have a lot of animals. But here you can see all raccoons, what we have. One dead wolf. These are free animals, yeah. And now there's also male or female option. And then we can just click example this rabbit and then tame option if we have a level for it. From learning tab, and if you go all the way on the right, we have our ranching section. And rabbit is level 1, and then deer, cow, sheep is level 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can milk cow at level 5, and then you can shear sheep at level 6. Then guinea, boar, wolf, and this was quite surprising for me. Squirrel and raccoon. Raccoon is level 11. Squirrel is level 8. Squirrel, tiny little squirrel. It doesn't give you anything, little bit meat, but it's still level 8. That was like surprising. Raccoon is kind of funny, but I was expecting wolf would be like one of the highest animal. And then of course we need to have some kind of food. Food for animal. Unfortunately, currently we don't have any like exact indicator what animals eat. Example here in raccoon, we have this info panel. It doesn't say what food we can feed for them. It's kind of shame. But once you cover these 4 basic things, you have pasture shown, you have someone as rancher, you have tame someone, and then you have also food for those animals. That's it. That's ranching in Noble Fates in very, very tiny cube of information. But then on this actual update, Riverlands, it gives us animal breeding. What I've been waiting last 3 years. Amazing, it's finally here. Obviously we need female and male. Here we have male, here we have female raccoon, and they're having fun. And it happens automatically. If they are in same pen, they start shagging whenever they want, and you get babies. Unfortunately, we can't control who is having fun with who, so playing this genes minigame, which is also a new thing in this update, is quite challenging currently. Because we have these 3 defense stats: mobility, which is obviously movement, vitality is for health and yield, and strength is for melee stats. So if you, for example, want super fighter squirrels, example, you want to have a strength high as possible, and then example vitality would be a good option as well, and mobility could be lower because they don't have to move fast. But you don't have any like actual control who is with who, because we can't choose which animal is in this pen, except that all raccoons can be in this pen, which is super shame. But with these genes, they randomly appear every time when someone give birth, and more you get those mutations, more rarer they becomes. And then when you get more genes, your animal also need more food, and here's this food need down here. And don't ask about these values. I will never ever learn these different time units and all different units what you have in this game. But this is just 84N/1D. I assume it's 1 day, but I have no idea. But there is value for it. And then when they have more genes, they also poo more, so more cleaning. And I'm very sure, I mean I haven't tried, but I assume that if you build example privy or chamber pot, those animals doesn't use them. I'm quite sure. At least I hope. It will be very funny to see someone like raccoon or wolf sitting on privy. Just saying. So you need to actually clean after your animals very often if there's a big gene value and they are very mutated. Like I hope they will change a little bit how those genes works and how that, like, it's super fascinating mini game now inside game, which is completely optional. You don't have to do it, but you can play with it if you want. But now it's very challenging, and I really hope they will make some difference with some changes. And then of course we must have some kind of limitations how many animals we can have, and those you can find from right side. We have this new box here, shows your tames, how many do we have tamed, what is our capacity, and from where that capacity is coming from. At least personally for me, it's very important information. What is affecting for this particular thing? And I'm so glad we are getting more and more open information inside game where these numbers are coming from. So if we have two rancher, or if we have one rancher, that gives us one animal. If we have two ranchers, that gives us two animals. So every single person who has ranching job is adding that value. So in previously giving ranching job was only viable for people who actually are doing that job. But now easy way to expand your flock is just give that job for a person who has maybe just low level and will never actually do that job, but just lowest priority ever on the list, and that will add always one extra, long as that, or far as that person doesn't hate and then get debuff from it. So you can a little bit play with that thing, and then with your skills. Obviously, better rancher, more it can handle. Makes total sense. And one level equals 0.5 animals. So every 2 level you can get one extra. One extra animal added into your flock. And what happens if you have more animals than you can handle? Example, now that one of these raccoons is pregnant, not this one because this is male, but one of these is pregnant, and at some point they go in labor, and then we have one extra animal. It takes 2 days, or 2D, maybe day, that animal will escape. It will become a wild animal if you can't take care of it, or if you can't handle it. So it's not the end of the world. You can just butcher one of your adults, get hide from it, get meat from it, and then you can take care of all your babies. Just make sure you don't actually kill all your males or all your females, and you can keep getting more babies. But yeah, if you can handle them, they will be free willies everywhere, and it's fine. It's fine. And this is technically everything what we have. Simple, basic. I try to keep this short as possible and add all things what we have. But those basic 4 things. You have pasture, you have someone do the job, you find animal what you want tame, and then you have food for animal, and that's it. And then they're having their fun if there's male and female from same species in same pen. They're having their fun and we get babies, which are mega adorable. Super adorable. Actually, here's a little picture. I thought this raccoon was sleeping, but I found out that it was actually middle of labor, and that's why it was sleeping. Like, they are super cute when they go sleep. They're like a little curly ball. Little curly ball, and sleeping, and this was just on X position and waiting someone is taking care of it. But while we've been going through these things, you have probably noticed that there is maybe some things what you would change, or while you've been testing yourself this game and this update, you have noticed something what could be done differently. I have now 3 main things what I would hope that we get improved in the game, and hopefully this takes shorter time than 3 years again. First thing is food, because now we don't have any control what food will be fed for animal. Because in food tab, here we don't have any section for animals. And example, now I have seen that if I have proper meals. My nobles will feed those meals for my animals for some freaking reason, even that I have kibbles. Kibbles available. And by the way, kibbles is new thing what you can cook in the stove. And it was level 4 cooking, so quite low level. It takes 10 straw, 1 nutrition from one source. It can be like whatever food source, and then you can make kibble and feed those for your animals. Mortals can eat them as well, but they don't like it, so you probably want, just in case, disable kibble from nobles. This is always confusing me. Why we have adults and nobles separately? Because, you know, it's kind of weird. Like, who are these adults if not nobles? Because, you, yeah? For me at least it doesn't make sense. And, yeah, hopefully we can get that, we can add that these animals can eat this food, or just overall that we will feed this food for animals, generally. Not on every specific animal, not necessary, but just that this is animal food, this is not simple on that. And then also other thing, as I was talking earlier, we don't have any indicator what these animals are eating. You can test and see, can raccoon eat straw? I assume not. Can you eat straw for wolf? I assume not. But it would be very nice to see here what is food options for this particular animal. Because they're having fun again. Because I'm assuming that, example, cows doesn't eat meat. Can they? I haven't tried. Then on a second thing, notifications. Currently, in event tab, we can see that, okay, raccoon is pregnant, gave birth. Wait, it's no longer gave birth? Well, I guess it gave birth? That's so weird. But yeah, in here you get notifications when the raccoon is pregnant and when they give labor and such. But example now, I have no idea who is actually pregnant when I have multiple adult females here. Now I know that this is only adult what we have, so this must be pregnant, but earlier I had 2 adult females and 1 male. And there's no indicator whatsoever who is actually pregnant. There's fertility, which shows 333%. Great, good for you. But it doesn't show me who is pregnant. And that's good, super shame. And then, as I was talking earlier, now we can't control at all who is breeding with who. Like, we have now 2 animals, and if they are in same pen, if they're same species, if there's male and female, they're having fun eventually, and we can't do anything for it. If game would name tamed animals, example raccoon 1, raccoon 2, etc., and we could change names if we want, then we would at least know who is who. And then we see like, okay, raccoon 8 is pregnant. Fine. If we don't get notifications here that this is pregnant, then at least that, okay, now we can see here that raccoon 8 is pregnant. But what else this can give us? If we have names for animals, then we could control on a pasture zone that, okay, I want raccoon 4 and raccoon 8 in this one particular pasture zone, and they can now have fun and they can breed. Because this way we can control at least a little bit which genes we try get. And it's not completely random. Because right now it's absolutely completely random. Because everyone can have fun with everyone. So this would also give a nice option, because we have now family trees for nobles. We could have also family trees for animals. And we can see that, okay, this bloodline has been very good example for vitality. And then we can just keep up, or try keep up that vitality. And then overall toggle option, can this animal breed or not? Like, once we get some point medical and disease in this game, I hope that we can have just simple surgery. For example, this male or female, we fix them and then they can't get pregnant anymore, or they can't seed any more babies. But right now it would be nice to have just toggle option, toggle on, toggle off, that okay, this animal can breed, this animal can't breed, so we can actually control how many animals we get, which species we want more. Because if you want to have a few raccoons, few guineas, but you want to run fully operational sheep farm and make wool from it, or get wool from it and make fibers and cloth, you can't control your raccoon population, you can't control your guinea population, except that you just keep killing them. And if you don't want to kill them, if you have some kind of restricted challenge game and your people eat only veggies, and they are animal lovers and they can't kill animals, this could be at least your tool to control your population. And then you don't need to sell your animals. But overall, that we could control who is having sex and with who. And then this genes minigame would be so much more viable option and more fun. And you could give yourself actual goals, and you could actually reach those goals when there's some path what you can follow. What is your option? What is your option? What is your opinion about ranching in game now that you have seen what it is and how amazing it is comparing what it used to be? Few things before we end. I noticed these few things while I was testing this game. Funny little things. You might find this yourself, but I spoiler a little bit. During update post video, I was wondering, can wild animals breed? And yes, they can. At least they are having sex. I have no idea, are they actually getting babies? I saw a few rabbits having fun and few squirrels having fun, and they're at least having sex, but I have no idea, are they actually having babies? But they're practicing hard. That's something. Raccoons eat corpses. So if you have good kingdom and you don't want to bury your raiders, you can feed them at least for some animals. I'm not sure is it for all animals. As I said, I have no idea who is eating what, but at least wolves eat meat and raccoons. So you can feed your corpses for those, and then you get loot from those corpses. So it's very nice way to dispose of your raiders if you don't want to eat them, or if you don't bury them. If you have good kingdom, you can't eat them. So raccoons works as disposal units, at least raccoons. And then last thing, and this is definitely most random thing what I saw. I got a random notification that raccoon bandits is in my area. And I checked. It wasn't bandit group named as Raccoon, it was literally 2 raccoons in my area. And when I was hovering here, owner, it says like Raccoon Raiders or something. So, is it now a thing that raccoons can be real bandits and they can steal your things from your kingdom? Like actual bandits when they come in your area? Because if they can, that is so freaking funny and cool and amazing and funny. But they didn't steal my stuff at that moment, so I don't know, are they gonna try? But that's something that is fun to find out some point. Let me know also down below in comments what is your most random event, what you have seen during this update testing, what has happened. And hey, by the way, now we got labored and we have new dude, perfect timing. Now there is, next Untame is in 2 days. I assume it's completely random from those all animals, or is it just your newest animal will leave, or whichever has lowest tamed option, because that's also something what you need to pay attention, that if they turn out to be wild and then they leave because they aren't tamed anymore, but then your rancher has failed miserably if they're turning into wild. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave down some comments down below. Tell your friends about this amazing update. And then also remember leave like for the video and subscribe my channel if you haven't done so and you are still watching and listening to my voice. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, stay awesome as always.